Retailers in this region actually have a massive advantage over the US, UK, European, or even Australian retailers. You are so close to the supply chain source, and you're such a hub to distribute regionally. The concept of using a system like ChannelAdvisor for cross-border trade, multi-channel, is vast, and the opportunity to take advantage of the population size, the growth rate, the change in the industry dynamic here is amazing. So that poses a couple of problems though. The opportunity is so vast, it's hard to get your head around it. What that means is you need some way of organising your full online business plan step by step, test by test, so you're doing it in a structured way, and that's precisely what ChannelAdvisor does. It allows you to take your inventory to each market in turn, to each channel in turn, and maximise your return on that investment. So that's what, but the advantage of retailers within this region over their counterparts is enormous, enormous. We've got customers that range in size from 5 or 6 people through to organisations like Crocs, a multinational. In every case, having a plan to go online is not a business plan. The plan would be, I need to make more sales, I need to get to a new customer set or a new group of customers in a different market, in a different channel. That's what I mean by a structured approach, having a step-by-step plan. Now that's the same for Crocs as it is for pushies.com.au, a cycle store, a push bike store, as it is for any large-scale organisation who wants to incrementally grow their sales channel. Not just about acquiring new customers, but acquiring repeat business because the experience was so good for existing customers. That's what I mean. A structured plan, an approach, market by market. And the difficulty for most retailers is understanding a market other than their own domestic market. So a global organisation like ours, we've got offices in Australia, Berlin, London, 2 sides of America, obviously Hong Kong and Shanghai. We have that expertise in each market in turn. That's what I mean, a structured approach. I've been talking to a number of retailers today, and universally all of them understand that a marketplace like eBay or Amazon is a way of approaching, a low barrier of approaching cross-border trade into the US, into the UK. But they're difficult to use if you want to scale up. If you want to list 10 products, that's easy, you can do that manually. If you want to list and manage 100, 200, 300 products, that becomes inherently difficult. And so we've had a couple of retailers that spring to mind today talking about, I've got 7 different Amazon, I sell in 7 different Amazon, I sell in 5 different eBays, but I have to put more people on every time I want to add a marketplace. That's not scalable. A solution like ours which automates that process and allows you to do the analysis. I've put product there and it's selling well. I've put product there, it's selling well, but the margins are too low. How are you going to analyse? That's what, for want of a better term, we refer to big data. You need data to analyse, but you need to be able to do that analysis of a single SKU across multiple marketplaces. That's what you want to measure. And that's what a platform like ours gives you that opportunity. We chose this event specifically because A, it's in a great venue, B, it's across all of the different facets of e-commerce, so we're getting a mix of retailers in large and small, bricks and mortar as well as pure play online. So for us, that is our target audience. So we've chosen this conference for that. We chose to speak because in some ways that's about sharing the ideas. The really interesting thing about online is as a community, we all want to share ideas so we all improve, which is a bit unique, but that's why we've chosen to both be a speaker at the event and share a round table session or 2. So from our point of view, day 1, it's going brilliantly. We're having a great time. We've actually set some meetings up with some retailers that we had on the list that we wanted to speak to, so we're looking forward to those in-depth discussions. And we know that our chances of closing business from those kind of discussions is higher. So the next day will be very busy for the team, and the next weeks we will see that we'll be able to close some business and start having a much more detailed conversation. So it's a great place. Face-to-face is a much better operation than necessarily online or webinar or just by the phone. So it gives us that opportunity to speak face-to-face with retailers. It's great.
Okay, so I think to end off, we know John as a representative of ChannelAdvisor.
Sure.
So any other interesting facts you want to share about yourself?
So as an Australian, my brother actually lives in Singapore and is married to a Singaporean. So for me, the reasons why I've come to Singapore are much more direct. I get to visit my nieces and nephews here, so it's fantastic. And Singapore's easy. Singapore's a great place to come and visit. I love it here, so that's what I like.